माता की जय, भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय, कलका माता की जय, कलका माता की जय, कलका माता की जय.
US Yudh Abhyas 2025 begins in Alaska. The annual joint military exercise Yudh Abhyas 2025 between India and the United States began on 1st September at Fort Wainwright, Alaska. This two-week exercise, running till 14 September, focuses on high-altitude warfare, heli-borne operations, counter-terror drills and disaster relief. The Indian Army contingent is working alongside the US Army's Arctic Wolves Brigade combat team. Live fire drills, battlefield surveillance with drones, electronic warfare and medical evacuation training are also planned. Yudh Abhyas strengthens interoperability, enhances tactical coordination and builds trust between the two armies. This edition is particularly significant as it addresses extreme cold weather operations vital for India's northern borders. Indian Army contingent departs for drill in USA. The Indian Army contingent, primarily drawn from the Madras Regiment, recently departed for Alaska to participate in the Yudh Abhyas 2025 exercise with US forces. The troops will train in advanced warfighting tactics, especially under harsh climatic conditions, replicating high-altitude warfare scenarios. The deployment reflects India's growing defense partnership with the United States, which covers not only land exercises but also joint naval and air engagements. The soldiers will be exposed to the US Army's Arctic warfare practices, helicopter-borne operations, and counter-terrorist training modules. Participation underscores India's aim of improving readiness against diverse threats while boosting cooperation with key global allies. Defense Minister announces progress on Indigenous jet engine. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh announced significant progress in India's Indigenous jet engine program at the NDTV Defense Summit. He emphasized that the Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO) and Hindustan Aeronautics Limited (HAL) are close to developing an advanced engine capable of powering future fighter aircraft. This step is crucial for reducing dependence on foreign suppliers and enhancing India's aerospace self-reliance. The project focuses on developing a powerful, fuel-efficient and durable engine compatible with next-generation fighters like AMCA. Rajnath Singh also highlighted how indigenous production will reduce costs and boost defense exports. The announcement signals India's seriousness in achieving technological sovereignty. First two Tejas Mk1A jets expected by month end. Defense Secretary R.K. Singh confirmed that the Indian Air Force will receive its first two Tejas Mk1A fighter aircraft by the end of September. These upgraded jets feature advanced electronic warfare systems, beyond visual range missile capability, and improved radar technology. With 38 Tejas fighters already in service, this delivery marks the beginning of a larger order of 83 aircraft placed with HAL. The Tejas Mk1A strengthens India's Atma-Nirbhar Bharat drive by showcasing indigenous design and production. Once inducted, the jets will significantly enhance the IAF's combat capabilities, replacing aging MiG-21s. The project reflects progress toward India's aviation self-reliance.
Russia studies manufacturing Su-57 in India. Russia has begun exploring the feasibility of manufacturing its Su-57 stealth fighter aircraft in India, according to reports. Moscow is conducting studies to assess investments and production partnerships with Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, at its Nashik facility. If approved, this project could give India access to fifth-generation fighter technology and boost Make in India initiatives. The Su-57, designed for stealth, supercruise, and multi-role missions, would offer a major upgrade to the Indian Air Force's fleet. Joint production may also open export opportunities for both countries. This move underscores the deepening Indo-Russian defense partnership, even as India diversifies its global defense ties.
Project Kusha, or Mission Sudarshan Chakra Missile Shield Update. India is preparing to test long-range interceptor missiles under Project Kusha, also called Mission Sudarshan Chakra, from 2026. The system is envisioned as an indigenous equivalent of Russia's S-400, capable of neutralizing enemy aircraft, drones, and ballistic missiles at ranges up to 350 kilometers.
Once operational, the shield will provide multi-layered defense against aerial threats, protecting strategic assets and metros. Defense officials revealed that trials of the first interceptor, M1, have been slightly delayed but will be prioritized. The project highlights India's ambition to achieve self-reliance in advanced missile defense technologies and reduce dependence on costly imports. DRDO Pinaka Mk3 rocket development. The Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO) is advancing new variants of the Pinaka multi-barrel rocket launcher system, with ranges extending from 120 km to over 200 km. The Mk3 version is being developed with ramjet propulsion, making it significantly more powerful than earlier models. The Pinaka system has already proven itself in multiple trials and has been inducted in the Army in large numbers. New developments include naval and air-launched versions, expanding its versatility. The system will provide the Indian Armed Forces with long-range precision strike capability at lower cost compared to missiles. Export prospects are also being considered. Pralay Tactical Ballistic Missile Induction. India's indigenously developed Pralay Tactical Ballistic Missile is nearing full induction into the armed forces. Designed for ranges of 150 to 500 kilometers, the missile provides India with the ability to strike strategic targets deep inside enemy territory with high precision. Unlike traditional ballistic missiles, Pralay can carry heavy payloads and evade interception due to its advanced maneuverable trajectory. The Army and Air Force have both cleared acquisition of Pralay units, with twin launcher systems showcased during Republic Day Fest 2025. This weapon significantly boosts India's tactical deterrence, filling the gap between rocket artillery and long-range ballistic missile systems. Its induction strengthens battlefield dominance.
India's Field Artillery Rationalization Plan. As part of the Field Artillery Rationalization Plan, the Defence Ministry has cleared acquisition of 200 new 105mm by 37 caliber mounted howitzers. Among the contenders is the Garuda 105V2, an ultralight artillery gun designed for rapid deployment and airdrop capability. These howitzers will replace older artillery systems, giving the Army mobile firepower in both plains and high-altitude terrains. Mounted on light vehicles, they can be quickly moved to forward areas, significantly improving battlefield agility. The plan aims to modernize India's artillery arsenal, which has long relied on outdated equipment. This procurement also reinforces indigenous defense production and enhances operational readiness.
India accelerating defense export growth and self-reliance. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh revealed that India's defense exports have soared from about 700 crore rupees in 2014 to over 24,000 crore rupees in 2025. The growth reflects the success of the government's Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative, which focuses on indigenous design, manufacturing, and global competitiveness. India is now exporting platforms like coastal surveillance systems, artillery guns, and naval equipment to several countries. The government is also working on indigenous jet engines, stealth technologies, and missile systems to cut foreign dependency. With a rising global reputation, India aims to become a major arms exporter while meeting domestic needs for high-end defense technologies. SCO Summit, PM Modi raises Pahalgam terror incident. At the Shanghai Cooperation Organization SCO Summit in Tianjin on September 1, Prime Minister Narendra Modi strongly condemned the recent Pahalgam terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir. Addressing fellow leaders, Modi highlighted the need for united global action against cross-border terrorism and urged SCO partners to intensify cooperation in intelligence sharing and counter-terrorism operations. He stressed that terrorism threatens not just India but also regional peace and stability. India's firm stance at the summit underscored its determination to safeguard national security while pushing for greater collaboration within multilateral forums. The intervention also reinforced India's commitment to fight terrorism at every level. Civil defense mock drills across India. On 1st September, India conducted a large-scale civil defense exercise named Operation Abhyas across multiple states including Delhi, Maharashtra, Kerala and Telangana. The drills simulated emergency scenarios like bomb threats, air raids, and cyber disruptions. Citizens were trained in evacuation procedures, blackout protocols, and emergency communication systems.
The exercise was launched in the aftermath of the Pahalgam attack, emphasizing preparedness against hybrid threats. Sirens were tested in urban areas, and schools, hospitals, and local administrations participated actively. Authorities stated that these drills would become more frequent to build a culture of resilience. The initiative marks a vital step in strengthening India's homeland security.
Indian Air Force exercise over Arabian Sea. The Indian Air Force IAF has initiated a major exercise over the Arabian Sea, approximately 200 nautical miles from Karachi. The exercise includes combat aircraft, aerial refueling, and surveillance operations. Defense officials confirmed it is part of India's broader readiness posture amid rising regional security concerns. Such exercises not only test operational preparedness but also serve as a strong message of deterrence to adversaries. The drills integrate surface-to-air missile systems and naval coordination, ensuring joint operations capability. While routine, the timing underscores India's focus on maritime security and air superiority in the western sector. The exercise strengthens joint force readiness. India-Egypt Bright Star 2025 participation. India has deployed over 700 personnel to Egypt for Bright Star 2025, a large tri-service multilateral exercise running from 28 August to 10 September. This year's edition involves more than 30 countries, focusing on joint operations in desert terrain, counter-terrorism, and peacekeeping missions. The Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force contingents are training alongside forces from the US, Egypt, and other partner nations. The exercise highlights India's growing role in global defense cooperation and its readiness to operate in multinational environments. Bright Star also provides valuable exposure for Indian troops to foreign weapon systems, tactics, and joint mission planning.
Mission Sudarshan Chakra missile testing timeline adjusted. The ambitious Mission Sudarshan Chakra, part of Project Kusha, has seen its testing timeline adjusted. The first interceptor missile, M1, originally planned for September 2025, will now undergo trials in 2026. The subsequent interceptors, M2 and M3, are scheduled for 2027-28. Once successful, induction of full squadrons is expected between 2028 and 2030. This delay allows additional refinements to missile technology, radar integration, and command systems. The project aims to create a multi-tiered shield against enemy aircraft and missiles, comparable to advanced systems like Israel's Iron Dome or Russia's S-400. Despite delays, India remains committed to indigenous missile defense development.